Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do some move it or lose it stuff. So if you're your first time joining, we're going to work on the joints, excuse me. And as always, leave me a little message so I know who's been participating. That way I can tailor it to that group a little bit more, okay, to all the regulars. Okay, guys. If you have a band and ball, get it ready. You can just put it beside you for now. Okay, we're actually going to stand up to warm up. Okay, loosen everything up. So we're going to start from the feet. Okay, a little bit of circles. I know some of you are warmed up already, but just in case, other way. And it's always good to work through your joints throughout the day, to be honest with you. Up and down. I stop sometimes through the day. I maybe look like a dork, but I'm swinging my leg or doing whatever. Okay. Bend the knee. You want to keep lubricating those joints, especially now that we're not out and about much. Okay. And then straighten the leg and swing from the hip. Your swing is controlled. Okay. Cross the side. You remember, if you've had a hip replacement, you're only going to here. If not, swing across your body. And if you're brand new, the point of this class is to learn about your body and your limitations, and never, ever do something that feels wrong, that hurts you. Okay, other side. Start with your circles. Go the other way. And go up and down. Start to bend the knee. Start to swing the leg from the hip. So nice straight knee with this one. And then across the body. Good, perfect. Thank God you're all in your houses, because I don't have to see any, well, how do I say that? I don't have to see that. I mean, you don't have to worry about me seeing you do this, but you got to worry about seeing me do this. Hula hoop. Okay, put that hula hoop on and go round and round with the trunk. My words don't make sense half of the time. And then go the other way. Good. And then swing those arms. And then go in and out. And then do some rotation. So really let that come from the shoulder, not the wrists at all, with this particular movement. Okay, good. Have a seat. We're going to start with the shoulders and work our way down today. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is warm up with those shoulder blades. So round, pull out, round, pull out. So think of hug, retract. It's protract, retract. Okay. Your neck should not be involved. I want you to concentrate on the bottom tip of those shoulder blades and see what they're doing. Okay. So back and forth. You keep going. I'm going to have a little peek to see who is on here, if it allows me to, so that I know. Come on, let me out of here. Keep going, guys. We're doing this for a bit. I really want to loosen up the shoulder blades. Okay, this is being a jerk. Double click and close everything? Nope, it's not even doing that. Okay, I'll give you a new thing and then I will do that. Up and down. Okay, don't go too high up. Just let those shoulder blades elevate, depress, up and down. It's just not letting me do anything. And it's coming up with this pay. I'm like, what am I paying? Shut up. Piece of junk. Okay. If your shoulders allow it, out to the edges. If it doesn't allow it, just kind of come up in this direction. I want you to think about your shoulder blades coming up this way. Okay. Okay, good. Elbows tucked in, palms up, out. The next one we're going to do in a few minutes is up against a wall. Those of you that I can't see, unfortunately. Those of you that shouldn't or can't raise their arms up over their head, I want you to work on one of the ones that we've just done. Okay, whatever works best. So the rest of you, up to a wall. Okay, this should not cause any pain. Go against the wall with your lovely fingertips. Okay, and you're going to start climbing up the wall with your fingertips. And as you do that, you're going to get closer and closer and closer to the wall until, hopefully, without bending, you are nice and flat against the wall. Okay, if that causes any pain, back off to where it last was. If it's just tight, that's okay. Hang out there. Okay. So you're going to feel that whole area down here stretching out a little tiny bit. And then pull yourself back. If your nails, like mine, are too long, you can slide. I can't imagine what these are going to look like soon. It's not good. And slide up. Come really close. Make sure that doesn't hurt up in your upper trap, please. Okay. And hold that stretch for a few seconds. I could stretch here for a while. It's tight. And then slowly come back down. Let's do that a couple more times. Slide up till you're against the wall. And come down. Okay, let's try the other side a little bit. So slide or tippy toe, whichever works for you. Getting a little crowded up here these days. Slide yourself down. One more time if you can. Okay. Come back down, wall, back against the wall. Okay, so bum and shoulders against the wall. Your feet can come out a little bit so that your back is in a nice safe position. Thumbs up, not this way. Okay, start here, come up. If you can only come up to there without discomfort, that's where you come. Okay, if you can come up higher, without arching your back. So normally I am like right up top. I'm not at all today. I can only go past there without trying to cheat and lift my back off the ground. I know what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. Okay, if you can get up there without that arch of the back, do it. If you can't, just keep working where you can. If, again, you know that hurts, then you are only going up to wherever you can go safely. Yeah, so I'm thinking that has something to do with my whiplash because I'm usually, you know me, I'm like, doo, 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 no problem at all. Okay, so we're going to work on that. The beauty of doing some of these things is you quickly learn where your weaknesses are in that particular time. Okay, let's come back to our chair. Okay, remembering, sigh, let those shoulders be in their natural position, and just drop one ear down. And we're going to work this trap for a few seconds. So remember, we want to strengthen the bottom of the shoulder blade. So the lower traps and the serratus, that's what we just did. We just worked on both of those. And now we're relaxing that upper part. Okay, so holding this, bring your arm out and start petting an animal to front to back. Feel that movement up in that trap. This should feel good. If it's not feeling good, back off a little bit. Okay. You're going to bring your head up, turn 45 degrees, look down to the floor, feel the muscle right behind your trap. That's your levator. Stretch him out a little bit. Then you're going to lean forward with your elbow on the opposite side that you're working the trap, okay? And you're going to try to reach over. So I still have my head looking to the floor, and I'm reaching over. And then I'm going to put my hand back, reach over, put my hand back, reach over. Feel that levator? It's pulling, it's shortening. It's pulling, it's shortening, but I'm being very gentle about it. If your neck's getting uncomfortable, straighten it back up and just work here. Okay, good. Come back up. Drop your head to the other side and just hold that for a few seconds. Really finding that happy release. And bring your hand out. Start petting the dog from head to tail, head to tail. Okay, good. Come back up, turn 90 degrees, look to the bottom or to the floor, please. Okay, lean onto that knee and reach and come back. Reach and come back. Okay, so you feel that shoulder blade move. Reminder that the levator is the muscle that goes from the shoulder blade into your neck. So that's what you kind of want to envision massaging. Okay. Bring your head back up. Sitting nice and straight. Okay. You're going to make sure that your chin is flat. So as if it was sitting on something. So you're not looking at the ceiling, you're not looking at the ground at all. You are in correct posture. Okay. And then you're going to take your shoulder blades and just gently bring the tips together so that your shoulders are not rounded anymore. They're pointed up. Okay. So that's natural posture of your shoulders. So I didn't do a big pop of the chest at all. My chest stayed where it was. Okay. And I just pulled myself with my shoulder blades back. Now I'm going to take my chin and push back as if somebody just pushed me back slightly. I feel that stress in the bottom or the back of my neck where my neck touches my head. Okay, that's what I want. Just hold that. So the worse your posture is, the more you're going to feel this. If your posture is good, this is the natural position we should all be in. But if your posture isn't, because it starts to come forward head syndrome, right, rounded shoulders, this might feel really uncomfortable. Okay. So I'm trying to relax the rest of my body. Remember, I'm tall like a kite, nice and wide. Okay, now in this position, turn your head to the left a little bit, and then just tilt your head. Okay, so I've turned this way and I'm just tilting. And I'm feeling the muscles right here. Okay, the muscles in the front of my neck. If you're not feeling them, you have two options. You can go farther back, or you can think about going up a little bit, applying a little bit of normal natural traction, and that should pull on those a little bit. See, and as I turn my head or move my head a little bit more and more, I'm feeling more and more. But I'm not feeling discomfort in the back of my neck. Okay, so untilt your head, come back to the middle, and then try the other side. So just tilt about 45 degrees usually. Everybody's different. Tilt back a bit. Hello. Find the muscles down here. You have your scalenes, you have your mastoid, and they all run from under this ear area, jaw area, down into the shoulder blade area in here. This one is triggering my headache, but I need to start doing these. So if you need to hold a little bit longer, hold a little bit longer. I'm going to pull out a little bit earlier because I'm just sub-symptom. Okay, everybody come out of that? Good. So that whole area should be all balanced. We're going to work on a little bit of strength, okay, and mobility. So pick up your sword, seatbelt, whatever it might be, open and close. Open and close. Okay, remember, some of you might be down here. Hopefully over time, we can get you higher and higher. Good. Down, push through. Good. Other side, open and close. Down, push through. Your shoulders should be nice and loose. We're going to finish this off with some pendulums before we move down the body. Okay, so pendulum, leave some space. Bring your arm down, let it be dead weight. I'm going to start with rocking it forward and back. Let that be total dead weight. Let it come from the shoulder. You're applying a little traction, basically. And then go side to side. Please make sure you put a little bit of music or something on. I can hear a tick, tick, tick of a clock. Make yourself go around in a circle. That's all I hear in my house. It's so quiet since my mom moved. My husband's up north and Justin is at work. I don't put the TV or anything on, so it's a very quiet house. And other direction. I'm not a quiet person. Good. Switch sides. Let that arm just hang down. Forward and back. Side to side. And round and round. Other direction. Okay, good. Come up, rotate your body. I don't care about the belly button thing. I just want to make sure that you don't move your head too far ahead. So I just want you to rotate, gently rotate. Kathy, you can rotate and hold that position. The rest of us, we're going to go back. Anybody else that has osteo that's on here I don't know? Just think about holding. Okay, the rest of us, you're going to twist, 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 twist. Really concentrate on that upper back, rotating, rotating. Okay, grab onto your ball if you have it. If you don't have it, grab onto anything that you have that you can throw a little tiny bit. Okay, and you're going to throw it back and forth. Follow it with your eyes. Which blue band, she says. Just talking to Catherine there to order some stuff. A little higher, up. I don't want you to move your head, your neck, okay? Only your eyes. Good. Up, down, only your eyes. Peripheral vision, up and down. Good, perfect. We're going to skip this part of the body for now because I want to do that lying down. And I always say if I don't make you come up and down in this class. So we're going to work the knee a little bit. Okay, so you want your ball and your band. You're going to put the ball on your calf muscle, okay, so that your foot is hanging over. Whoa, sure you are. Okay, and then we're going to start with pointing and flexing. Okay. Feeling the back of the leg, front of the leg, and the ankle all loosening up. Okay, we're going to hit the ankle today. Okay. And you're going to grab your band. You're going to hook it on the bottom of your ankle. That bottom of your foot, sorry. Okay. You want that band nice and tight. You're going to push your foot against the band so it's nice and straight. Okay. Bring it back. So if your band is not enough for you, use two. But I want you feeling that ankle as you push. Okay. Push straight and flex. So point and flex. Point and flex. Okay. Bring that band to the middle of your body, and without moving your shin, push your foot outwards. So this is what I mean by moving the shin. Okay. I don't want to move I can't even do it wrong. There we go. I don't want that to happen. I want this to stay straight. So look down and make sure that your knee and your shin aren't moving. Okay. It's just coming from the ankle. Really resist against that band. Okay. Come over to the other side. Come inwards. Same thing. Don't let that knee move at all. Okay. It's all in the mobility of your ankles. Okay, good. Take that off. Bring the ball to the other side. Start with warming it up. Point and flex. Let me see if I can answer her back while we're doing this. Fitness. Depot. Bands. Okay, she warmed up. Hook that band around the bottom. Okay, and you're going to push. Sorry, guys. I want to get that order done. Like I said, they're likely going to be closing down. And then we're tough out of luck. Okay. So she was going to try to grab whatever stock she had today. Okay, you guys have been doing this longer than me, so into the middle, go away, don't let the knee move. Come to the outside, bring it in. Okay, good. Stand up. So some of you have done this with me before, but basically what you're going to do is imagine that you're in ski boots. So if you've ever been in ski boots, you know that they don't allow you to really stand like this. They almost make you come forward a little bit like that, okay? So my feet are flat on the ground. Right now I have like a triangle. So my pressure is from like big toe to little toe area right down to my heel. It's all fairly even. What I'm going to do is push not into my toes, but into the balls of my feet. I'm going to push my weight so I'm kind of leaning forward. So you can see that, okay? And I'm going to stress that as far as I can go without having to step forward. Make sure you have room. And then I'm going to use my feet muscles to straighten me right up, okay? So I'm going to lean into that. Use my feet and my ankles to straighten me straight up. Okay. Lean, come back up. Okay, so really use your feet and your ankles to do that. If you ever get into trouble and you go too far, your hips would be the first thing that correct you like that, okay, naturally. And then if not, make sure you have enough room that you can take a big step forward and not bang into anything. Okay, because I really want you to try to push that to the edge. My heels aren't coming off the ground. I'm trying to force my heels to go on the ground so that I'm actually getting a little bit of a stretch back here as well. Okay, so lean and ankles. Lean and ankles. So you're a straight board. Try not to allow your body to move. So I don't want to say lock out your knees, but they're pretty straight. Okay, good. Now you're going to go side to side a little bit. So as if you had a pair of skis on. See my feet there? Okay, you're gonna come onto the edge a little tiny bit of your skis. So this is the outside, this is the inside. And then I'm gonna come back and forth, but I'm gonna keep my body solid. So I'm not doing this with my knees at all, right? Knees are straight, body's locked. I'm gonna come up, come up, come up, come up, and try to correct that with my ankles. If this is causing you any pain, please stop and continue working the band more to strengthen whichever side you're feeling the discomfort. Okay, so if I'm feeling it over here, then I obviously need to work this ankle in that position a little bit more. The challenge here is not to get the knees doing this, okay, is allowing that body to be like a robot, nice and tall. Okay, and we're going to try backwards. So again, make sure you have enough space that if you get in trouble, you can step back. So you're doing the same thing. Standing, you're on your triangles. Push into your heels a little tiny bit. Okay, before your toes come up off the ground, bring yourself forward. So I used my hips a little bit there. Obviously, you can see that. Whoop, whoop. Bring yourself forward. My toes want to come up a little bit because I'm pushing it. Find that spot. Bring it forward with your feet. So you're really making your feet muscles do some work here, as well as your ankles. Okay, good. Grab onto something because I do not want you to be out here doing this unless you're perfect at it. So grab on something if you need to. That'll reduce the weight on your ankles. You're going to push straight up, okay? I want to make sure that when you do that, you're not out like this. You see my ankles, how they're coming out? I don't want that. So here, nice and straight, slowly go down. Nice and straight, slowly go down. So have a look down at them, okay? If you see that they keep wanting to roll out, you take that ball of yours, you put it in the middle, right at your ankles. Okay, you squeeze it and you lift. Okay. And that will force you to keep those ankles inward if that's what you need to do for a while. Okay, and then hopefully you'll get in the habit of thinking about those two ankle bones right here, here and here, kind of going together. Okay, up, really slowly down. When you go slowly down, you work the tendons in the back there, and that's what we want to do as well. Up, slowly down. A couple more. Yes, your calves should be killing you. Up, slowly down. You guys do a couple more. I'm going to come and peek at who is with us. Jackie, Joe. Welcome to this class, Joe. I don't think you've ever done. Debbie. The rest of you are all normals here. Normals. You're normals. Faye, Elaine, welcome. I don't think you've ever done this class. Elaine, I can't remember if you've, at first, when it first started, if you joined us or not, for some reason. Okay, give that a rest. Okay. We're going to work on your arches. This is a tricky one. It's hard for me to do over here because I can't touch you and control you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down with, I'll show you. I'm going to push down with this part of my foot and this part of my foot. I'm going to push those into the ground solid. And when I do that, I'm going to imagine shortening this, okay? And when this shortens, I'm going to feel this lift up off the ground. It's going to contract, okay? So when I push in, this arches more. That is your arch. I want you to strengthen that arch, okay? So push down, think about shortening, feel that contraction. If you're like, holy hell, Charlie horse, you need to be working on these then. Okay, your arches. So most of you know this. The purpose of working your arches is because they are your shock absorber. I'm just simplifying it. Shock absorber. If you lose the shock absorber, you're going to have problems translating up into the knee and hips. Okay, so you want to keep those arches happy. The other thing that happens is when the arch drops, your foot starts to pronate quite often and roll in. Okay, so suddenly your toes coming this way, now you got a bunion there, you're rolled in, that's going to affect the muscles in here in the knee, translating up into your hip. So keep your arches high. keep them, well, I shouldn't say high, keep them strong. Okay, try the other side. So same spot, push down, think of shortening. If you're not getting it, again, you can always FaceTime me and I will try to help you as much as I can so that you can feel this. It does take a little bit of practice to mentally shorten that muscle from the toe to the heel to lift that arch. Okay, good. Come back, sit on your chair. We're going to do a little bit of knee work. Realize that if you're doing ankle work and hip work, the knees are usually going to take care of themselves, but it's nice to have a little extra. So we're going to strengthen this inner stability muscle for the knee. So we're going to rotate out, okay, and just lift up and down, up and down. I have a bent knee here and I'm feeling this muscle here. I'm not kicking, right? Lift. Here we go. Okay, try the other side, rotate, lift. Make sure this doesn't hurt your back. You might feel a pull on your outside of your hip. That's natural because that side's lengthening while this side shortens. Feel like a dog. Got an itch. Okay. Good. Give those babies a rest. I had to think for a second. Do I want to? Don't I want to? Yes. Let's get onto the floor. I think we're ready. Let's get on the floor. Keep your band. Keep it with you. If you can't be on the floor, you can adapt these onto a chair if need be. So if you're going to adapt on the chair, you're doing basically a hamstring. So you're on the chair straight out and you're going to wrap this band under your knee, just above your knee. Okay. It can go right behind the knee. I can't stand that feeling, so I go an inch above. Okay. And if there's a reason, so Deb, if you're on here, if you can't sit on the ground, I fully understand. Some of the rest of you, if you're just too tight to get on the ground, you're like, oh, this is not comfortable. I want to say suck it up and try to work on that, okay? You got grandchildren, you want to get down on the ground and play with them. Please learn to like the ground. It's a good place for you to be. Tension right here, okay? Lift, that's your tension. Push down. Just like babies need tummy time, us older people, I put myself in that group these days, mature people need to get down on the ground and be able to move around. Okay, so when you push down, you should feel the little bit of tension around the knee. Okay, not any pain behind your kneecap. If you're feeling pain behind your kneecap, please back off. Okay, so if this is hurting your shoulders, the secret for me is to tuck that elbow in and relax here as opposed to being out here. Okay, we're going to do some holds. So push and just hold it there for a bit. Nice and straight. Feel that stretch in your hamstring possibly too. Relax your toes so that it's not in your calf. And come up. Push and hold again. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. Okay, you can be sitting like this too, whatever works for you. Release one more time, guys. Hold it. So yes, the front of the muscle here is likely shortening and tightening up. That's what's giving you the lengthening on the opposite side in your hamstring as well. Okay, release that. Let's try the other side. Lift. Find your tension against that lift and push and release. Floaties. Floaties in the air. So Helene, you're just working to whatever range of motion you have with that knee. Okay, we're going to hold. The rest of your body shouldn't have tension other than obviously your arm to hold this band, but the rest of you should be relaxed. And release. Push down. Okay. $300. Ah. I'm just trying to find these bands for her before. Release. Go back again. I'm not finding anything I want to find. Release. Go again. This is the last one, guys. Okay, good. Perfect. Lay on your back. Okay, let your body settle for a few seconds there. Get comfortable. Melt yourself into the ground. It's always best if you have your knees bent. There's a few of you that are more comfortable this way, but you want to find that nice neutral spine where you're not putting any pressure on your spine. Okay, we're going to work on the mobility up here. Hands up, nice and tall. Go back down. Stop if your back arches off the ground, okay? If you can't do this at all, you guys just hang out for a few seconds. Really reach. Okay, feel the lats right in here. Pull. Come back up. Again, if it hurts your shoulders, please don't. Okay, come back down all the way. Don't let that back come off the ground. Reach it out. Come back up. This next one, we're going to work on the thoracic, so the upper spine. It's a tricky one. So if this hurts you at all, don't do it. So I know, Deb, you're not going to be able to do it the way that we're doing it. So I'll modify a little bit for you if I can. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm laying flat on my stomach. I'm going to bring my right knee up against my body. So that's where you're going to go wrong. Okay, so Deb, you keep that straight. The rest of you, you're up here. Okay, the opposite shoulder is what's going to come up. So I think about lifting this up off the ground. My head is turned the opposite way. I can put my hand here and I can push myself away. Okay, Deb, here, but this hip's going to want to rotate. Don't allow that hip to rotate. So pin yourself down on this side so it can't lift up. Okay, and just get that lower spine and that upper spine twisting. Okay, so you should feel a nice little rotation. Kathy, you probably want to go a little bit straight here too, and just a very small rotation. It's not the rotation with osteo as much as the forceful movement. The sudden jerking like that can cause a problem. Okay, so if the rest of you really push, get that spine, so you should be able to like damn near be sideways. Feel that thoracic spine really rotate. Good. Come out of that slowly. Come up with the other side. Hand out or elbow if you need to start with. Okay, if this hurts your elbow or hurts, then you start over here. If this is okay on your shoulder, you start here and start to rotate. You're also getting a really good stretch in that groin if you haven't noticed. Okay, come out of that. We're going to go back into a bit of a child's pose. Okay, so turn to the side, and we're going to loosen up that lower back a little bit, just by waggling your tail. So wiggle the tail, bum side to side. Feel that lower back massage. Again, Deb, I don't know if it's just external, internal rotation, or if the flexion and extension of the hips is hurting too. So you just do what you can do, please. Okay. Come up. Everybody's favorite. Okay. Find that nice neutral spine. So you're not arched like a cat. You're not like a camel. You're nice and straight. As soon as you find that steady position, bring it out into a bird dog, remembering that you're not tilting in a bird dog. You're not losing your whine. Okay. Whine is sparse right now. Apparently, Ontario and Quebec, keep going. This is making me a little bit dizzy, so you keep going. Ontario and Quebec considers wine and cannabis stores as an essential, and they're staying open. So we'll see what happens here. Do you guys think that's an essential? I mean, kind of, but no, I don't think it's really an essential. I think go buy, stock up, hoard your alcohol. I don't know. Don't quite understand. So if you have a reason that you can tell me why that's considered essential, other than cannabis for medical purposes, but tell me why you think a liquor store is essential. Because I don't know. I think it's a little silly. Okay, a couple more of those bird dogs, guys. Okay, perfect. Roll back onto your tummy. Just gotta check the time. Make sure we're good. We are. Okay, we're gonna do some holds, some dead bug holds. So up, 90-ish degrees, up, 90-ish degrees. Okay, you're going to brace yourself so that if I try to move you, you won't be able to move. And I'm talking, but you're going to be breathing. So exhale, shrink wrap down, shrink that core really nice and tight. Inhale, and just keep exhaling, inhaling at your own speed, making it so tight that you can imagine me coming along and trying to push you, and you do not allow me to do that. A little bit longer. Good. Come down, up, down, nice and gentle. You're feeling your hip flexors ever so slightly, nothing crazy. you want me to do a core class, not on a regular basis, sorry, but a core one that I can put online for you, let me know. It won't be the same as Jesse's core, in that I think of core as a very functional movement. So just let me know. It'll be more of a core and spinal stability. Okay, we're going to come back up. Not that there's anything wrong with Jesse's core at all. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Jesse's wonderful and beautiful. And come back down and tap, tap, up, down. Okay, wonderful. Drop your hips open to the side, let them hang out. What was that comment? Yes to core. Okay, Kath, I'll do it. And up, roll to your side. Okay, so somebody just asked me how you get to Ashley's class afterwards. Okay, so we're going to do some clams. I'll tell you in a second. So glue your feet together, glue your knees together, and rise up, not allowing this part to move, feeling that bump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down in a few minutes, and then at 12:30, I'm going to start what's called a watch party. So basically, I go onto her page. She started at 12. I go onto her page, and as soon as she's done, she said it's done at about 12:30. I'm going to push watch party, and then I can invite whoever I want. And basically, you'll get an invitation saying, Joe invites you to a watch party or something like that. I'm always in this end, so I don't know what you actually get. And then you just come and join us. Okay. If that doesn't work, you can always find all of her stuff on her page as well. Okay, give that a bit of a break. And then we're going to do some tapping. So leg out, forward and back, making sure you're not hurting your back. So I have to push my leg into the right position so I clear it. Okay, forward and back. So I'm not rotating, right? Not rolling. This part of my hip is not moving at all. Remember, anybody with bursitis, put a cushion or something under that. Or roll back a little bit just off the bursa. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, switch sides. We're almost done, guys. And clams. Always remembering that a clam does not involve the hamstring. If what you're feeling is your hamstring, you need to first find a different position, or you've been doing them too long. Okay. Squeeze right here, release right here. Squeeze right here, release right here. It's about a contraction every single time, not the number. One more. Good. Give that a rest for a second. And a reminder to anybody that can't get on the floor, take your computer to your bed and do these on your bed. That bird dog is going to be a little challenging if you have a soft bed, but do what you can do. Okay, so tap, 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 tap. We're getting a little bit of a stretch in the front when we go back as well. Okay, with the taps, as well as feeling that glutes medius still. Couple more, guys. Okay, let's end with a glute stretch. So roll onto your back, let yourself settle for a couple seconds again. Let these guys calm down a little tiny bit. And then bring your foot across into a figure four and come up. Again, if you can't do that crossover, just pull up a little bit and see if you can get part of your glute that way. It's not quite as effective, but not everybody can get into this position, I understand. Okay, switch sides. Come down. Open your hips again. Open your legs again. Come up, go back into your figure four if you can, okay? And attempt to bring that foot down onto the ground without the opposite shoulder lifting. And what you're getting is a lower back twist, okay? Kathy, you know what to do. You're just up here somewhere, okay? The rest of you, see if you can get down that ground. Lower back twist into the glute a little bit. If you don't feel that, bring your feet up closer to your body. And relax. This is my favorite one. I know, Joe, you like this one too. I sleep like this a lot. I know. I'm not lying. I sleep like this half the time. I don't know what it is. Okay, I could stay here all day, but let's come up, switch sides, come back down. And then grab yourself some water. And I'll start the watch party in a few minutes here. Okay, perfect. You guys, if you're not joining us for a little bit more floor stretching, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, whenever I see you. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, see you when I see you.